Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the art of nonsense. Lan Mind with the takes, it's explosive. Chris Anthony, indie guy, then you know this is Art of Nonsense. What? Art of Nonsense. Who? Art of Nonsense. Art of Nonsense. Yo. Lan Mind with the takes, it's explosive. Chris Anthony, indie guy, then you know this is Art of Nonsense. What? Art of Nonsense. Who? Art of Nonsense. Art of Nonsense.
We should make a thumbnail now, like we freeze.
Right.
And then I cut you
Hold
out.
on, wait. Let me take off my headphones. I can do 20, you do 25.
Oh, you gotta move your tool a little closer.
I can't hear you.
You gotta move your tool a little closer.
I don't have my headphones.
I'm keeping this.
By the way, you know we have like a crazy ice and snowstorm coming to us tomorrow?
Yeah, Monday says it's supposed to be snowing.
No. It starts tomorrow.
Bro, I looked at the weather app and it doesn't show that. What weather app you looking at?
I just got the update recently. No, I'm from the news, bro. It said there's a storm coming. It's rain in the south, and then right by us,
they're trying to
where it
scare
starts
you,
getting
bro.
to the northern side, it's snow and ice.
Bro, look at this, bro.
No spice. You know
Look
what
at
I'm
that.
saying?
All right.
Yeah,
34 and cloudy, 34 and sunny, and then 65% Monday.
And Frozo's outside your crib, bro. I don't want to hit nothing.
Oh, Phoenix?
Bro.
Phoenix.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yo, he has the costume. He plays him every year.
That's hilarious. That is.
Wasn't that one line he tells his wife? Where's my costume?
Where's my super
Where's
suit?
my
Be
suit?
Cultured.
I don't. Man, I can't remember the last time I watched Incredibles. You think I ever watched
honey,
that?
Honey, where is my super suit?
Yeah, that's what it is.
How do you not remember that, bro?
It's something like that. Yeah. Samuel
like that.
Jackson, the GOAT. Samuel Jackson been in 9,000 movies, bro.
Yeah, and he's great in all of them because he always just plays himself.
Wow. So you calling him The Rock?
No, he's just good at playing himself, though. Like, even when he played the slave in that movie,
Django?
with Leonardo and the Django Unchained, he was just himself in slave form, you know?
So you're calling Uncle Ruckus?
pretty. That sounded so crazy. Like, why did I use that example?
I don't know. What about Snakes on a Plane? Like, you could have picked any movie.
He was literally playing himself on a plane with snakes, you know?
Don't you think?
That was one of the worst movies of all time, by the way.
He has a lot of bad movies. Let's just put it like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Art of Nonsense podcast, episode 16. I'm Chris Anthony, and that's...
Lan Mind, it's explosive. Kaboom.
Look how impressed he was that I remember that it's number 16.
I can't
bro.
believe my eyes and ears.
Come on, yeah.
It's a new year, and Christopher is on his game.
I'm locked in.
He's locked in. Yo, Happy New Year. How was your New Year? Eve and day.
Terrible. I was sick.
And you're still sick. And I'm getting sick
a
of
little
this.
bit. I'm definitely like better than you were for coughing for 7 months.
Wow.
But yeah, I was sick. I was in bed. I wasn't even like, even though I was sick, I wasn't like dying.
You were still streaming.
I was like functional.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go anywhere and get anybody else sick.
You're very
I wanted to be
considerate.
responsible.
Yeah.
Like there was people in my house. They kept me up to like 4 o'clock in the morning because they weren't leaving. Like I fell asleep at like 11:40, bro. No joke.
11:40. Damn.
But I'm a light sleeper. So then when New Year's happened and everybody in my house was like, why? It woke me right out of my bed. I woke up like the Undertaker. Then I fell back to sleep. And then it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know what was happening. There was some kind of game going on in the living room. And all I kept hearing was like gradual O's. That sounds like a cereal, but that's not what it is. It was like,
where's this going?
Like they were like yelling, bro. It was like 2:30 in the morning. Hysterical yelling, like cheering.
What's happening at 2:30 in the morning?
I don't know. I think they were playing darts. So
what's
like
going
the
on in your
dart game
house,
was
man?
getting intense, bro. and that somebody had to make, you know, there was probably going back and forth trying to win or something, and then it was just the gradual. All was from boom, he hit a good shot, boom, he hit a good shot, and then boom, the winning shot. You know what I'm saying?
This is your assumption. You don't know for sure. It could have been Jenga.
Nah, I could only assume because we just put the dartboard up and it makes sense.
Okay, all right.
You know, what other game is owing that, like, back to back happening?
You're right.
Exactly.
You know what's annoying me right now? That you moved your light. You put it back to you telling ghost stories.
No, I didn't. It was always there.
No. I don't remember seeing the shadow of the mic on your face. Come on, in 2025, with all the millions you're making on YouTube and TikTok, can you get a light that, like, you know, instead of having this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I see. So this is me telling a story about the darts. They're boom and a boom, and there was a.
All right.
That's
I
what
don't know where
see.
else to put it, man. I don't got nowhere to put it, bro.
You gotta get
the thing is,
Elgato key light and mount it to the desk.
Let me tell you what the issue is.
I have something for you too, if you want.
I'm broke, right? So, like, I got a cheap joint, and it's so bright though, right? So right now, that's the light facing the wall, and the light of the is bouncing off the wall and hitting me.
Yeah.
Now, if I turn this around, I turn it to you. That's what it looks like when it's facing me.
That's crazy. Okay. Put it back.
So, you feel me? What am I supposed to do, man?
I got a stand. I got a stand that mounts to the desk, and you can, you know.
No, that's the thing. The light I had doesn't do that.
It doesn't have already.
No, it's already on its own thing.
Nah, we're gonna have to upgrade.
It doesn't screw or nothing, right? So, like, that's what I got. Work with what I got, man. Let me rock, bro. Damn, son.
They're telling goosebump stories. R.L. Stein over here. All right, so listen, it's 2025, man, and you were reflecting on your 2024. You put out a YouTube video. I saw it. It was great. And I feel like this is something that you've done before, if I'm not mistaken, where you kind of like recap what you've done and what you're looking forward to. Now, for those that haven't seen it, Chris has grown tremendously on YouTube and TikTok in the year 2024. He grinded and he's just been putting in work. But what I think I want to get to here for you is what are your expectations in 2025 and beyond? Like, what is the end game in like 5 to 10 years for you?
Man, 5 to 10 years is crazy.
Well, you'll be what, 41 in 10 years?
Yeah.
Wow, you'll be just as old as Jovi.
God, that's great. That's great.
Shout out to Jovi.
They don't even know who Jovi is.
They know Jovi verse. He's on the No Espanol, No Hablo.
I know, but like, come on, don't do that.
We love Jovi here. Jovi's his cousin.
Literally. I mean, in the near future, right? Like this year, I kind of want to double what I did last year, right? And we're kind of off to a good start already. Mm-hmm. With the way these Grand Theft Auto streams are going for some reason. I don't know why, but
you know why. People love GTA, man. And people are excited for GTA 6. So
not GTA 3.
I know, but people are excited for what's to come. So you're giving them a little bit of that, you know? But
I kind of want to just keep going with what I've been doing because obviously something's working.
Yeah.
Right? The numbers I had this year, I didn't even think I had those kind of numbers. Mm. Like, I almost hit 400K views in 2024.
That's incredible.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Right? So I kind of want to just keep doing what I'm doing and making it this year at least, I got to get partner. I have to.
Partner. That's the second level.
I don't get partner. Right. So I'm already halfway there. With the first part of partner where I can now get members and the super chats. The goal is to get partner this year.
Get the ad revenue and all that stuff.
Get the ad revenue, which in my brain, I would assume companies see that.
Yeah.
And then they want me to, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like most of the money a lot of these streamers make, or a lot of bigger streamers make, is from not ads, but like companies,
partnerships and stuff like that.
Partnerships.
Yeah.
So I would hope that me growing the way I am would lead to some kind of partnership with a company of a brand that I already use, type of stuff like that. You know, Blue Chew, what's up? Manscaped, what's up? You feel me? What's up, bro?
Why you start off with the Blue Chew?
Because, you feel me? That's the brand, man.
Okay.
That's the brand, bro. But
All right.
something I want to work on stuff like that, making it more of like an actual business.
Okay.
I was literally having a conversation with a coworker today, and they were like, "So you take this like you treat it like a job?" I was like, "I feel like you have to."
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like if you're really trying to pursue something as a career, you have to treat it like a career. So I said, "Yeah, I was like, now that I really think about it, I've been streaming 5 times a week. I've been putting out videos. I started off with like 1 a week, and then I started ODing, doing like the extra playthroughs and cutting things up to make it a little bit easier on me. I posted a short almost every day of the year last year. So it's like, yo, I'm pretty much treating it like a second job out of the job I already have, and I feel like that's what would lead to success. And I also said I didn't want to do it in a gimmicky way. Right, I feel like there's so much different routes that you could take where you can either do like reactions to other famous streamers,
of course,
and build something off through them or something, or do the gimmick stuff like we talked about in one of the other episodes. The people doing like the gimmicky stuff on TikTok with the NPC or the
the chocolate.
Let me eat this slow and whatever. I didn't want to do that. I want to be myself. I want to be able to stay myself. Right, because now look at people like NPC Miles. He's getting success, but now he's like, I don't want to do the NPC stuff anymore. I kind of want to just be me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be me the whole time, regardless. So
you don't want to put yourself in a corner, and then it's a hard way to get out. Yeah,
right. So that's the goal moving forward. Just continue doing what I'm doing, but do it better. Right, keep upgrading little by little and figuring out things to make this a business. I already opened the merch store, so that's one step. So we're trying, man.
Yeah, I was also talking to my wife about this the other day, because every year she asks me and the kids, what are we looking forward to in the new year? And then we look back at what we did the year prior to see if we met or came close to some of our goals and what we could do moving forward, which I always think is great. Now, the one thing that I mentioned to her that I was talking about you, I was like, I'm so proud of Chris, because not only is the growth doing well, but it's also the exercise of editing, being in front of the camera more, having those conversations on one-on-one with your reviews or all that. And then also like the practice of just promoting and putting things out. This is all just practice to help you get to where you want to go. Because a lot of people, I know for a fact, they want to do something like what we're doing, but they don't know the basics of just editing. And you just getting that kind of like repetition of going in and making new clips and making new videos and learning new things. Even your thumbnails are getting better. Like, it's all practice, and it's molding you to where you need to be. And I said the same thing, that's what it happened to me. I think that's one of the things when I went to college and I was learning film and all that stuff, it gave me the skills I needed that when I started streaming, it felt natural to me. Where for others, it's a lot harder because now you're building to learn this skill when I already know it. And even doing the podcasting, like I've been doing this, I've been DJing for so long, so a lot of it just feels natural to me. But there's always room for improvement, always room to learn. And I think that's one of the things that I'm trying to figure out for this year, for me at least, is where does my skill fit best? And that's what I mentioned in the chat today. Like when I look at my last year's videos, wrestling was like the biggest thing for me outside of Red Dead Redemption. That was the biggest thing. And I enjoy wrestling. But I was telling my wife too, I can't watch every single wrestling event. Like I can't watch AEW, NXT, WWE. I can't watch all these things. There are a lot of people out there that watch every wrestling event. I can't watch TNA, and I can't watch all this stuff. So I said the perfect thing is that WWE's coming to Netflix. This is great. I don't have to go and purchase cable now. I just watch everything on Netflix. Maybe this is something that I turn this into a wrestling thing. And it's something you like too, so it's not like you'll be forcing yourself to watch the content. Exactly.
You enjoy it.
It's something that I genuinely like, something that I'm really interested in, and building a community around that will be great. And it's not just watching or reacting. There's also, tier lists and reviews and pay-per-views, events, future bookings and all that stuff. There's a lot of things into it. So that's something that I may consider doing this year. I love Call of Duty. we both know that Call of Duty has dropped a lot, and we know that the direction they've been going in hasn't been great for a lot of creators. The numbers have dropped too. Where
Sneaky.
yeah, that even a game like Marvel Rivals just came out. It has a lot of people who play Call of Duty just jump over to Marvel Rivals. And I know I'm going off a tangent here of video games, but when I'm thinking about what my content, what I want it to be in the new year, I think it's something, not just something that I enjoy, but something that I think it builds a relationship with me and in a community. Because I feel like there's not a community, a core community for me yet, because I feel like there's the Call of Duty and then it's just this the video games. And I want it to be one, you know, where it comes to the point where I could just do anything. Like when I look at someone like Kaisen, I know that's someone who's just mega star, right? That the guy could just do anything and people are going to watch him. Obviously, I'm not there yet. No one said you can't be there, but it's just trying to find the core audience and build upon it. Who knows? Maybe GTA 6 builds a core audience for all of us, you know, because who knows what this game's about to do. They're even predicting this game's going to sell over $6 billion in the first year, which is insane. If the game came out tomorrow and said 150, I'm buying it. I mean, you can't stop. I think the game's going to make so much money. And there's going to be so much money being made for creators because the world is just massive. So it's like finding your place, seeing where you fit in. And, you know, I've been doing it now. This July will be 5 years. I think I heard something today. I was listening to a podcast. They said failure doesn't mean finish. You're learning from your failures. You don't stop. So I don't want to say that the last 4 years have been failures. I think they've just been learning experiences of where I fit in and where the content fits in. And I think a lot of us lose track of that. So I see what you're doing. You kind of like are onto something right now. And I think it's great. I even look at someone like Fresco where, you know, he went from streaming.
Switch.
Yeah, just total switch. And it's just been working for him. He's been enjoying himself. The one thing we get on him for is making clips, but I know it's kind of hard because of copyright because he's doing reactions to animes.
Right.
But seeing that switch and seeing the success he's having and how much fun he's having, you know, it's great. You don't want to put yourself in a box, like you said before, and you're full circle about that. It's like, you don't want to do just one thing and then you start losing love for it and then you start forcing that. I don't want to do that. I feel like I've been put in a box with the Warzone because people are like, oh, you're the Warzone guy, you're the Call of Duty guy. I'm like, no, I'm more than that. I know a lot of other things. I really enjoy Call of Duty. It's one of my favorite games. Even though the game is bad at times, I find myself playing no matter what. But I think as far as creating content, I may want to take a shift this year. I haven't really sat down and drew it out, but maybe this may be the year something changes.
I mean, that's kind of similar to like what I did last year as well. Cause like, remember I was playing mostly like indie games on stream.
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting much traction. I was doing the reviews afterward. Those weren't getting much traction. So I said, what can I do that I can still enjoy? Cause obviously I love games.
Yeah.
I got a lot of games I never played.
Yeah.
Let me figure something out. And I shifted from, let me just play major games on stream to build an audience, and then I'll still put out the indie videos to promote those because I still love those games as well.
Yeah.
And it's been working.
Yeah.
So for you could still do the gaming.
Yeah.
But hey, I like wrestling. I like this. Let's combine it. I mean, you almost combined it earlier and you enjoyed it for the time that you did.
Yeah.
But then the game wasn't the game for you, so it just didn't work out properly, right?
Yeah,
but,
that's the only thing. I didn't enjoy the gaming too much.
So I think with the actual WWE content, making stuff like predictions or all that kind of stuff would be fun for people to watch because I already know personally that people they gravitate to you, they like you. Even when you have terrible takes, they hate you. Right. I mean, look at our clips on here. I mean, I feel like we go half and half. Like sometimes they hate my takes and then sometimes they'll hate yours. But
last week people hated you because your inaccuracy about Jesus Christ and Christmas because he was born on March 31st. I don't know. I couldn't believe the comments.
I was making a joke. I was singing this stupid song.
But people take it so serious, man.
Well, actually, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas, and it is satanic. It's very pagan. Shut up. Sorry.
Do you think they type with the finger up, like the way you do?
100%. They hold on. I'm gonna show you exactly how they do it. You ready? No, I got you. They go like this. Well, actually, Jesus Christ was not born on December 25th. That's exactly what they do. They put on their glasses. They put it down so you can see their eyes, and then they say it. Okay.
What do you think this year? What do we do with the podcast this year? We're 16 episodes in. We're doing it every other week. I think it's been a good flow for us, especially splitting the work. It's worked for me. I think that was my main concern because I didn't want it to be everything on me, and you knew that was the reason why. Like I was afraid to just start again because I felt like, man, all the responsibility is gonna fall on me. But you have been taking over the editing part of posting and promoting. And it's worked. The balance has worked. And the time has worked for us, you know. But things can't always be the same forever. Do you feel like we go a different route? I know the way we started was talking about topics and then adding segments. Now it's just been us BSing. What do you want? Or do you have an idea what you want to see?
I do think we should start adding segments again. We just got to figure out segments, right? I see a lot of other podcasts that I would say is similar to ours. They do like games against each other type of stuff. I would like to start doing stuff like that. Or obviously we could take inspiration from everywhere, but I saw people doing like lists.
Yeah,
right?
That's one of the things I want to try too.
Maybe we can invite somebody on to help us with the games, right? And we'll guess. Like I seen somebody, they did it with like video game stuff where they were like, oh, top 10 worst games in the last 10 years or something like that. And we figure it out. We try to figure out the list or something like that. So I want to try to implement more stuff like that because those are things that are, to me, are easy to clip, easy to put together and put out for people to kind of get to see what we like, our taste. Like for us, especially for you, like movies, TV shows, stuff like that, you know.
And we kind of have the same likes in things like sports, TV shows, movies, games, comics. Like there's a lot of similarities that we have.
I feel like outside of that, I think we personally, me and you, need to kind of discuss stuff a little bit more throughout the week.
Okay.
Because we do have the break, right? In between every other week that we're doing. But I feel like we should discuss more, like throw some more ideas around to each other throughout the week instead of just, yo, you ready for today, bro? 4 o'clock, which is what we've been doing. Listen, I don't mind.
It's been working so far, but I get it.
Right, we're both busy, but like I feel like it would help more if we kind of just don't show up and start throwing stuff out.
Yeah,
and we kind of formulate more of a layered plan.
Yeah,
going forward, so we kind of know what to expect. Maybe we could plan some stuff out. Stuff like that for this year. I think that will elevate our potting, right? Because I feel like we found a good groove with the pod.
Yeah. And
it's been working well. People like it. The clips be hitting. The episodes be hitting. You know, I do want to retain more subs on YouTube though.
Yeah, I agree.
I think once we hit a certain mark, we can start celebrating a little bit, right? I did have a couple people ask me about the merch.
Oh, okay.
Art of Nonsense merch because I did put it on the website. So go check that out.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the description. Yeah.
So me and Luke can start splitting the profits, man. But yeah, man, I wanna keep working towards growing and figuring it out because you know what it is too. We're also outside of doing our own things and figuring out our own solo stuff. We're also figuring out the potting stuff, right?
Yeah.
I would obviously love to try to implement a live show. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about doing some live. Yeah.
I would like to implement more times where let's do content outside of potting as a pod.
Oh, this is something you talked about for a while too.
Right? Like I want to really start doing that this year though, where we can have somebody with a camera, like the food one. I still want to do the food one.
That's the one you want to do the most.
But even like anytime we do an outing, because we do outings a lot as a group.
Yeah.
We can make that content for the pod, right? Like, hey, the pod is outside today. We went to see like the Six Flags. I really would have wished. I really wish we would have recorded something to put out. Whether we do it on our phones and bring it back to edit it. Because listen, phones have good cameras now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And that would have been great
But, like,
because the four of us, you know, we're talking about Jovi and Fresco. It would have been great. That's something that we wanted to do. It's just timing didn't work out. But yeah, it would have been incredible to do. And I would like to do that sometime next year, this year too.
We go to the movies, right? Like we go to the movies, we do something like something like that. I would like to just create more content as a unit so people could see us outside of just, hey, two guys on camera with mics and and just talking. I stuff like that. That's really what I want to see us do more of.
I agree with that. I think all those are valid. These are things that we've talked about even before we started the podcast. Like the whole what was the name of the show you were gonna come up with? Something, it said something about like Lou Eats or something. I don't know. It was something where you made fun of me.
Lou never eats, but with like the Uber Eats.
It's only because
Uber Eats logo type of thing.
I don't eat that many different foods, and Chris wants me to just try new foods, and that would be the content. Me going out to try new food, and I give my take on it. I'm kind of scared of this. So,
and we had a couple moments. The funny part is we did have moments. Where we did something like that with the coffee tasting and all that kind of stuff. Like Lou didn't drink coffee. He tried it. He tried like 4 different types. So I want to do more stuff like that. Also, like, let's say we do live podcasts again during the summer or something, right? Doing some behind the scenes recording or something, putting videos out with that, and kind of like, you know, I don't mind editing that stuff. I don't know if you would want to, like, obviously we work together, and we would discuss it if that comes. But like, I want to work more on everything, not just my stuff, but our stuff. You know. Now,
the last thing I wanted to ask you, and I should have asked you this in the beginning, was, do you believe in New Year's resolutions?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
The reason I ask is because there's some people out there, and I don't think they're wrong either, but I think the way they have it in their mind is that when you set the resolution, you're setting this expectation. And then when you don't reach that expectation, it's a disappointment for you. So you kind of like, you fall back into that comfortable mode of just relaxing and doing what you normally do. Right. And I think maybe that can hold people back because they set this goal. And there's nothing wrong with setting goals. I think setting goals is great. I think setting goals and resolutions are kind of the same thing, you know?
Right. I mean, I get it because obviously not everybody goes through with their resolution. But having to set a resolution or set a goal, because literally they're the same
thing.
Thing. It just depends on the time of the year that you're doing it.
It's like, why wait to the new year? You should start right now. That's the whole point. I'll be waiting for the beginning of the year.
I think a lot of people do it just because it sounds nice, right? It's like, yo, it's the new year. You get a fresh start of the year. Mm-hmm. Same thing with like some people do with the birthdays. It's like a fresh start. It's just mentally, it makes more sense.
I'll start on Monday.
Exactly. Right. It's one of those things. So obviously you have to have the discipline to go through with everything. But even if you don't, at least you try to do something, right? There was an attempt that happened. You can't be mad at people for attempting anything, right? But yeah, I believe in it. I always set a couple for myself. Like I said, we already kind of talked about my resolution, especially with content creation. As far as everything else, like personally with me, I just want to better myself as a person. I want to be in a better place, mentally, financially, physically. You know, I'm in my 30s now, so it's like I gotta. The number's getting a little too serious, right? So it's like I gotta start figuring stuff out. It's time to get down to the nitty of the gritty. You know?
And that's the thing. Like, there's those memes where it's like the new year, right? New year, new me. Or you see everybody at the gym on January 1st, and it's just like, where were these people yesterday? You know. So a lot of the thing is that people set these goals in the beginning of the year, and I have no problem with that. But I also think, like, don't wait till the last minute to set a goal. I think it's just have that goal in mind. And just go ahead and execute as long as you're taking the proper steps instead of saying, oh, I'll start it on Monday. I'll start my diet next Friday. Like, just do it. Just why wait?
I think the biggest issue, though, is a lot of people, they'll have a setback and then they'll never get back. Right? Like something will happen, especially like physically. Like for me, there's been a couple of times where I'll start my journey and then I'll get injured or something crazy will happen. And then now it's so hard to get back into the groove of everything because it's like, dang, I just took like a month off. Now I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've been eating good, you know.
I'll just wait till next month or something. You know,
so
it's those things.
The next month turns into the next month, and then the next month turns into the next year, and then it's like, damn, bro, I gained 50 pounds, bro. So
you know what it is too? Like, I think that's the one thing. Like, I know I can lose the weight. I've done it. It's proven. But I think I'm just so comfortable and I need to be uncomfortable. And I don't know if I want to be uncomfortable because then everything starts hurting and I don't want to hurt. I'm in pain already.
See, but that's what started me.
Yeah,
because like, I mean, you said it in one of the other pods, like, I was chunky, man.
Yeah,
I'm still chunky. I'm not skinny. I'm not saying I'm skinny.
Yeah.
But there came a point where I hit a weight that I was just like, no way.
Yeah.
I think I was like 250, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not tall. I'm 5'9". That's 250 at 5'9". All right. I was looking a little crazy. But there was a day where I was working. I had to go tie my shoes. I bent down to go tie my shoes. And I came up and I was like, I'm like, yo, bro.
That's
like,
weird, right? That's happened to me too.
I was like, I shouldn't be huffing and puffing right now. So I just went to go tie my shoe. I didn't work out. And now when I was like, all right, hold on. Something's wrong. I gotta get right somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I went ahead and lost like almost 30, and now I want to lose another 30. And I feel like once I lose that other 30, I'll be at the weight I want to be at. So that's one of my goals for this year is to get to like 190, 180. I just got under like 220 recently, so.
Yeah, one of the goals that I want for myself is to really eliminate soda. I don't drink it like that. Like, I know people that can't stop drinking.
That one's easy, though. I think that one's super doable.
I've done it before. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I was really in shape many moons ago, I still have a picture on my phone just to remind myself, like, yo, you could get there again. You know what I mean? I'm just a little older now, so it takes a little bit more time. But
you got to be more disciplined now. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Right? Like, back in the day, you used to work out for like 2 months. Like, yo, so I'm all right.
Yeah.
I used to eat whatever I wanted. Now, I got to eat. I actually got to eat good.
Yeah.
And do the extra work. Oh, my God, bro.
I know. So that's why I'm like, yo, I want to find something that's easy, but it helps me to lose weight. I want to get a Peloton. But then it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. Look at Chris. I want to get a Peloton bike.
I'm just picturing Lou on a Peloton with the people like, with the loud music in the background.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
listen, I'm all for it, man. I've been wanting one since they came out. I mean, since they got popular during the pandemic, but I never bought it because it was like so overpriced. Now it's like half the price because no one's buying them. But yeah, I think for me, this year is just trying to eliminate soda, losing weight, and being a little bit more conscious of what I'm eating, when I'm eating, like not eating late, like Fresco, you know, he wants to eat popcorn. And after popcorn, he wants a hot dog. And after hot dog, he wants to get brownies. Like none of the things mixed, but he wants them all three at the same time. And then he's like, oh, I'm losing weight. They don't work like that, Fresco, all right? I'm putting you on blast. But I'm sure he's not the only one that thinks like that.
No.
But yeah, I think that's something that I want to do. And then, of course, financially, my wife is very big on the finances in our family, as am I. But I think when you're married, coming together as one to discuss finances and work together on getting your finances straight and better, to better not just yourselves, but your life and your family's life, that's really important. So she bought a book and then she gave me the ebook so I could listen to it. It's a guy that we saw on Netflix named Ramit, and he's really good, man. I don't know the name of the book. I think it's like Finances for Couples, and I'm already like on chapter 5, and it's just really encouraging and informative. So I think just getting finances in order is great too. And I think lastly, really trying to navigate through the idea of just working hard. Like, you know, when I say, oh, I'm going to create content, I make one video a month. Like, I need to really dive deep and really create content because I know that the creativity in me is there. I think I just get too relaxed, too laid back because
I agree.
No, I'm just saying, like, I know it's there. And it's like, if I really put all my hard work into really doing it, I know it can happen. And I feel like, you know, I see people talk about it, like even Kai Cenat did it like a little inspirational speech before the new year dropped, and it's like, man, I could do that. I can do all these things. I don't know why I don't do it. So it's just like really laser focused and just getting it done. So I'm hoping that I can get all this done this year and really prove to not just myself, but to my family, like, hey, listen, this is not a hobby. This is, like you said earlier, I'm taking this serious. This is a real job. Yeah.
It's a job.
So I'll leave it with that. You have anything you want to say before we go out here?
Man, listen, everybody watching, Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a nice and safe, happy, healthy New Year beginning. And stay tuned for everything that we about to do, son. I promise you, takeover happening, son. Stop playing with us. Stop playing, son.
All right. I have nothing else to add to that. That was great.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this guy, man. What a stinky butt, winky butt. Once again, though, thank you guys for joining us to talk about the nonsense and the art of it. See you next time.
Peace.